This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
8 people dead and several others wounded. Here's what we know so far. Police say someone started shooting at the Valley Transportation Authority yard in San Jose early this morning. Authorities say they received multiple 911 calls just after 6:30 about a person shooting. San Jose police gave an update about an hour ago saying 8 people were killed. Officials say the shooter was a VTA employee. Police say he was found dead, but it's unknown how he died. VTA officials say they are shocked and saddened about what happened. A reunification center has been set up and grief counselors are on site. This is a developing story and we are following it closely. Go to our website, KGET.com, to read more, and be sure to download our 17 News app to receive breaking alerts directly to your phone. What seemed like a simple car accident in South Bakersfield turned out to be a more complicated crime scene. Sedan that overturned on Casa Loma Drive around 7:30 last night. According to the sheriff's office, the man driving the sedan was trying to get away from 2 men in another car, at least one of them firing shots at the sedan. KCSO says as the victim swerved, he lost control of his car and it overturned. The man was found with a gunshot wound to the head and is hospitalized in critical condition. Meantime, the suspects took off, possibly in a black Dodge Charger, according to deputies. Anyone with information is asked to call the sheriff's office at 861-3110. A vigil was held last night for a 12-year-old Bakersfield girl who was shot and killed outside her home over the weekend.
1, 2, 3.
A large crowd of family members, friends, and community members came together to remember 12-year-old Amaya Alexander near the spot where she was killed Sunday night. The Wendell Davis Foundation organized the event as attendees called for someone to come forward and turn in the person who killed Amaya.
Somebody's hiding somebody. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody is being silent. Yeah.
I died. I was going to hell at 8 years old.
If you have any information on the shooting death of Amaya Alexander, call police at 327-7111. And a candlelight vigil is scheduled for tomorrow night for the 21-year-old woman found dead in Ridgecrest last Tuesday. Investigators say Catherine Dawn Pham died from traumatic injuries, but did not release further details. 20-year-old Daniel Gunnarsson is charged with her murder. The vigil is set for 7:30 Thursday night at Petroglyph Park in Ridgecrest. A week after we learned the Kern County Fair would not happen this year, there's now confusion as the fate of the fair is now unknown. You may remember officials voted to cancel the annual fair at the board meeting last week, but now there could be a reversal on those plans. 17 News has learned the board is set to meet next week to discuss the future of this fair. This comes as County Administrative Officer Ryan Alsop said yesterday, the vaccination site is not impeding on the fair continuing this fall. 17's Aton Wallace is working on this story and trying to find out more about this meeting. He will have more on what this could mean for the fair this year. That's coming up tonight on 17 News at 5. It was 5 months ago that Tina Marie's, a popular coffee shop on Chester Avenue, went up in flames, putting 10 cooks and servers out of a job and scores of faithful customers out of luck and on their own for breakfast and lunch. Well, pass the grits. Tina Marie's is back in business and at a new old location 2 blocks away. The restaurant reopened this morning at 19th and I Streets in the former home of Chef's Noodle Bar. Owner Tina Brown celebrated with a ribbon cutting just a couple of hours ago. And among the guests of honor was Bakersfield Fire Captain Stephen Vizard, who Brown saluted for saving some treasured artwork that might have sustained water damage or been trashed if he had not acted. While Brown expressed her gratitude for that thoughtful act, faithful customers gave thanks for the opportunity to get back into a familiar routine. And Brown said she has not decided whether or not to return to her old location once restoration is complete, whenever that may be. Now to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic in Kern County as public health reports 92 new COVID-19 cases. No new deaths were reported today. The state reports 26 people are in the hospital with more severe symptoms. 5 people are in the ICU. Bakersfield College is giving the community the chance to get the COVID-19 vaccine and giving its nursing students some practice administering the shots. BC Student Health and Wellness Center is hosting a pop-up clinic next Tuesday, June 1st, at the Emmanuel Lutheran Church. They will be distributing the Moderna vaccine from 5 to 8 p.m. Appointments and walk-ups are welcome. BC is also hosting a follow-up clinic on June 29th. And as some states start to offer freebies or lottery tickets to get more people vaccinated against COVID-19, leaders here in the state are set to roll out their own plan to do something similar. Governor Gavin Newsom said California is starting to see a decline in the rate of vaccinations, which is prompting his administration to take action. California state leaders will soon announce a statewide vaccine incentive program. Governor Newsom says the plans could be rolled out as early as this week. Newsom noted since the CDC updated guidelines to no longer require masks for vaccinated Americans, California has seen a decline in people wanting to get vaccinated.
And I think that the message on the mask mandate, interestingly, I think did the opposite of what was intended, which was to encourage people to get vaccinated.
The latest state data shows 49.4% of California's population has been fully vaccinated. Meantime, states like Oregon, New York, and Ohio are offering free lotto tickets to those who have been vaccinated. Others like New Jersey and Illinois are offering free beer. A spokesperson for the governor says the office will have more to share soon. Meantime, we have checked in with our own local health department. They say they are unaware of any incentives here locally.
Clinica Sierra Vista is now offering rapid COVID-19 testing and COVID-19 vaccinations. Call 833-278-4584 to make your appointment. But don't delay. Clinica Sierra Vista, putting patients first.
It's the Teaming Up Against Cancer Barbecue fundraiser. KGET and several local organizations or agencies got together for the event, which supports patients and their families. Taylor, I know that these 4 local nonprofits have been really struggling over the last couple of months because of the coronavirus pandemic, and they were really hoping that people would show up for lunch today. Of course, all that money staying here in Kern County. So, how does it look out there this afternoon?
Alex, it's absolutely packed out here. I mean, there's no two ways about it. When I was trying to drive in here, I actually had to park a half a mile down the road in a different parking lot just to make sure that the people that wanted to get their food could get in here. They could get in here at a timely fashion. But that's just because the spirit of the Golden Empire is out, and it's out a lot today. And joining me right now is Michelle Avila. She's the executive director of the Kern County Cancer Coalition, and she's going to talk a little bit about this fundraiser. Can you tell us why is it so important for these 4 organizations to have the support of the community right now?
Well, it's extremely important because over the past year we've been under the pandemic and we haven't been able to have an event. And with that, that's really the lifeline to our organizations, being able to have our events and raise money. And each of us individually do that. We all provide something different for our patients. And so we thought, well, let's come together as local organizations and try to solve this issue. So we decided to have a fundraiser together, and we're splitting the money 4 ways from the barbecue today. And so far, it's been a huge success.
Well, I just want to ask, what if the people that are coming out here, what do they get, for giving that $15? They get a nice lunch, right?
Yes, they do. So it's a deep pit beef sandwich, chips, drink, and a cookie from Sequoia. So they do get a lunch, but I think at the same time, a lot of people here are here just because they want to support local cancer patients. A lot of them have been volunteers or supportive of our individual organizations throughout the years and are very patient with us to be able to come get lunch and like I said, support. Either we've helped them or helped a family member of theirs, and so they're just looking for a way to get back.
A wonderful cause, a wonderful lunch, and people are coming out in droves today. And Alex, I also have to say too that even though it's very busy out here, the lines are moving really fast and there's a lot of volunteers making sure that people get these deep pit beef sandwiches. Back to you.
All right, have you had one?
I have not had one yet. I'm waiting. I'm waiting until after I'm done with my job like a responsible employee. But as soon as this interview is over, I am going to get one.
Hey, I got to ask you really quick, though, because there might be a lot of people wondering, how quick this thing moves. Is this something that, obviously you can see in your car, you don't have to get out of your car, but are people moving through the line pretty quickly?
Yes, they are. It's very busy, but that's the impressive thing is they have so many volunteers here that people are moving through really fast. And I think that's just a testament to these 4 organizations working together so well, because this is all volunteers.
All right, well, that is definitely good to hear. I might make it out there in the next 90 minutes or so. Taylor Schall, thanks so much. Enjoy your barbecue tri-tip. The Bakersfield Police Department is getting ready for its annual David J. Nelson End of Watch workout, and you are invited. It's happening tomorrow at Garces High School at 8 a.m. All proceeds will go toward the David Nelson Memorial Scholarship Fund. Police are asking for a minimum $20 donation to participate and receive a T-shirt and a breakfast burrito. Nelson died in the line of duty in 2015 when he crashed while chasing a vehicle at high speeds in the city. The Guarantee Shoe Center in downtown Bakersfield and KGET are working to fight homelessness, and we need your help. Right now, we're hosting our annual Shoes for Our Homeless shoe drive. Over the years, the Shoe Center donated thousands of pairs of shoes to the Bakersfield Homeless Center. If you would like to donate, you can bring shoes directly to the Guarantee Shoe Center near the intersection of 21st Street and Chester Avenue. You can also drop off shoes at the lobby of the KGET studios on Compassion Corner in the area of 22nd and L Streets.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.